The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Bengal first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From midfield now, Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Burrow on play action. Dumps it off to Mixon. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
2nd and 5. They go back to the ground now with Mixon, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Burrow looking to pass. This pass complete to Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll give it to Mixon. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. After 7-0 on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Darnold on first down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, Try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Gun. Stop. Ready. Go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this down to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First down, Cincinnati.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they go play action now. Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT. 12.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzama. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and short.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, but it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 50, it's Darnold. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Darnold. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here we go. Let's go, 80. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down. Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go one more. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Here we go.
Throwing again is Darnold. And that is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Ladies. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Mixon. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Here we go. Ready? Playing hot. 11.
They go play action with Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Touchdown! Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold, now a desperation throw deep downfield.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. There he goes inside the 30. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Bye.